What's good, family? What's good? It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. Want to holler at y'all some NBA talk. I'm saying, I like this point in the season. I always love this point in the season. A lot of people get into this point in the season because football season finally over. And being a hardcore sports guy, I've always been from the start of the season. But what's made the change now is how much movement is going on in today's basketball. That's why when you see major teams, they rarely stay the same. And this is why you're seeing the nonsense in LA where LeBron bitching about, why did we stand pat? He's used to building up a super team and then adding on top of that. Like I continue to say, using the old Cold War term, the arms race. You know what I'm saying? This is basically what you saw this happen last year with the Lakers in Brooklyn. You know, you saw the arms race there. So he's used to that. And it's always this time of year where you see teams are set and it's like, okay, now this is what we're going to see come playoff time. Let's go. And what's happening now, I think it's crazy how no one can stay healthy. Think about it. The days of your superstars, your main 2-3 guys on the team staying healthy for a whole season, I'm starting to think that's done with. That's done with. I'm really starting to feel like that is done with because, last year's Big Three, we never really got to see them. What, umpteen games they play together? How many games they play together where all three were actually healthy? Probably none. All three was at their top and healthy. Because honestly, if Durant, Harden, and Kyrie with shooters, nobody beats them. Nobody. And that's what we thought coming into the season, and that's not what we're getting right now. Embiid and Harden, they look really good together. But it's the first couple of games, they look really good together. I want to see when the rubber hits the road how they're going to be defensively. That's what I'm waiting to see. Moving forward. Embiid's going to hold his end of the bargain. Can Harden hold his end of the bargain where Harden's held his end of the bargain to the point where he's not getting his ass bust? But yeah, they had Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons was one of the best perimeter defenders in the league and could guard 5 positions. So much as a liability he was on one end, defensive end, he was such a catalyst for them. And that's going to be sorely missed. Let's see how much Harden makes up for that come playoff time. A team like Milwaukee, even though they took a L last night to a team they shouldn't be losing to at home, teams like Milwaukee, teams like Miami, come playoff time, I like them very much. I like them very much because they have stable teams with a bunch of guys that know how to play with one another. It's not as many moving parts. And yes, Miami has had injuries, guys in and out of the lineup, but all of those guys know how to play with each other. They play with each other for years now. So plugging one out and plugging one in, it doesn't change anything. And they got the whole team is full of dogs. I actually like Miami. And I like Milwaukee. They still got they lost the dog in PJ Tucker, but they got dogs on that team still, and they got guys who have turned into dogs now, being champions. So they're not willing to relinquish that. I have a hard time believing, even with the amount of talent that was amassed in Brooklyn, that they can really put all that together with 20 games left going into the playoffs and roll through everybody and win a championship. If that happens, that to me proves how watered down and how wreckball the NBA is today. That to me is the epitome, and it proves that. I don't care what superstars you put together. You shouldn't be able to put 3 guys together within the last 20 games and mow through the rest of the league. That's not supposed to happen. That's why I like a team like Utah. Coming into this year's playoffs. Nobody's talking about them. They defend, yes, missing Joe Ingles, but These are guys who know how to play together, and they defend. They have a superstar. You know, if they can get enough of secondary scoring from other guys, you know, the West to me is wide open. Wide open. You know, if Wiseman could give the Warriors anything, they can go. Chris Paul, if he could come back healthy, they were the team rolling on all cylinders because everybody knew they role. But Chris Paul and his injury history. But I have a hard time believing in Brooklyn that they could just put all these things together, especially the fact that Ben Simmons isn't playing right now. See, that's the thing. He's not playing right now. He's not. Now, I saw it on this morning, he's having some back tightness. Is it really back tightness, or this is what the excuse is being put out there so you don't have to play against Philly March 8th or March 10th or whatever? So you don't have to go into Philly. I mean, really? Nobody believes this dude when it comes to his mental health. Nobody believes it. I don't believe it. I'll say it for a fact. I do not believe this dude. I didn't believe Simone Biles, and I don't believe Ben Simmons. I believe I said it. I believe Simone Biles used to whooping everybody's ass when she finally wasn't on her A game and it was competitive. She bowed out. That's what I think. I think Ben Simmons pulled the stunt to get out of Philly. Had nothing to do with mental health. He wanted to get out of Philly and still get his money. That's what I think. And I got the balls to say it. And I do not trust him come playoff time, even now, even though he's asked to do less. On paper, it's going to look good. There's going to come a time where he's going to have to stand up. And I do not trust him. That's how I feel. Let me hear what you think. Let me hear what you feel. It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. I'm out. Salute.